Hello and welcome back! Today this is the full explanation of Bud Rails. So if you haven't seen the trailer, which most of you probably did, but only one of you actually pointed out my spelling mistake in there. Very sorry for that. But yeah, this was all taught by Nashu, so I did not develop any of this. All of it was Nashu Bashu. A link to him will be down in the video description, of course. And what you can see here in the background, this is Bud Rails. On mobile, there are other updating techniques, but we'll get into that in a moment, after I show you just simply how to build one of these for yourself. Alright, here's how to build it. Place 9 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then place rails on top of that. And power the first one. Can be powered from above, from the side, whatever you want. Then in the front you can place more blocks. And then just place more rails on top of that, and the ones in the front won't be powered, but the ones in the back will be. Now I will just use the same colors as this one here, but you can use whatever, of course. And now with this little thing here in place, it just works. Alright, now let's get into some of the updating stuff. Let's start with updates on Windows 10 because this is the easier one and it's not going to take me as long as explaining the ones on mobile. So on Windows 10 there's pretty much only this one thing where you have a repeater or whatever other component that could power the rail next to it. By the way, it also works when you go a bit further away and also when you place it this way without a block in the front. And then on Windows 10 you have to replace the rail, or you can also just use a sticky piston and then just a lever on it to get the rail away and back. Just pretty easy as well. Of course, once I remove that, even if I push it back, it won't be activated. Also, you can update it further away, but you can only do it on this, or this rail, otherwise it won't work. Alright, now let's get into some more complex stuff or just different stuff on mobile. Now I'm in a Word with my other account which hosts this world on my phone so that I can show the mobile behavior of these Bud rails. Now the interesting thing is that just replacing the rails does not work on mobile. So what you got to do on mobile is you got to place a block. But actually it's not on that side, but it's on this side. So if you update this side at any point here by placing a block, then it's going to turn on, and if you remove that block again, then it will turn off again. Now, once you just get that repeater out of the way, it of course won't work, but actually what you can also do, if you have a repeater here, you can just place one on top of here, and that works for updating it as well. Now, a block up here does not work though. So I'm gonna get into the update spaces in a moment, but before that, let me also show you the one where we had the repeater over there. And as you can see, it also works. But again, if you update this one or just replace the rail, it won't work. You really have to update this rail here, or just do it like this. Alright, there's one more thing to updating these things, and that is if you have it activated and you place a solid block anywhere on the activated thing here, it will deactivate again. But it doesn't activate it, so it just works for deactivation purposes. Another interesting thing comes from using a piston here. Now if I activate this, it will actually just receive a short pulse because the redstone-ish part of this piston updates it, but also this block updates it. So it will get pulsed twice, but if I deactivate it, it will only do it one time. So by using this, you can just simply switch the thing when it's turned on and when it's turned off, because now if I place a block, it will turn off, and if I destroy it, it will turn back on again. But if I just run this for once, it will be the exact opposite. Maybe useful in the future. Now let me show you all the update spots here. Alright, in the following examples, yellow glass blocks will stand for block updates, that is just placing a block here, and the red glass blocks will stand for redstone related block updates, that is, for example, me having a block here and then placing a repeater on top of it. So here is a simple view of all the possible spots for block updates. It's not a lot, but you know, it's all the sides and stuff, so yeah, pretty much enough. But now here you have the redstone related block updates. Now just placing a redstone related block and using it as a normal block update of course also works, but additionally these redstone related block updates can happen in a much wider range. So it's basically here in the middle you have the normal block updates, and then additionally all the way around it, but not to the sides, you can also have the redstone related block updates. And here we have both of them combined. So again, the yellow ones could also be updated with redstone related block updates, but yeah, doesn't matter. But the red ones, only redstone stuff. Alright, now let's get into how to extend the spot rail, and then I'll show you some proof that it actually is powered and that it's not just a visual glitch. So there is one very simple trick to extend the spot rail, and that is you can have this repeater right here, but also you can have it just 7 more blocks to the front, you could say, of the rail. Now if I update it now, you will have an extended butt rail, as you can obviously also see right here. Now let's get into some proof that this is not just visual. Alright, for showing proof, I decided to make this little setup here, just an observer facing into a piston that extends, and once I update it, you can see it clearly extends, and that works all fine. Now let me place a minecart right here. It will stop because it's not powered, but once I update this here, as you can see there, it was updated, but now it works. Alright, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, then maybe leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. There will be a follow-up video, so again, subscribe if you do not want to miss that. And of course, if you didn't like the video, then you can of course also leave a dislike, as long as YouTube doesn't remove the dislikes, of course, because if they are removed, then you can't leave a dislike. Simple. So yeah, tell me in the comment section what you want to see next, and maybe I'll use your suggestion. And now, these two Mathematis here will tell you goodbye. See you in the next video.